First question. Then we have to add these two. First question, first part. First you have to add 1/4 plus 1/6. Multiply these two and multiply these two. 1 times 6, 6 plus 4 times 1, 4 over 4 times 6, 24. 10 over, no, 10 over 24. It means you can simplify how many 2's 5, how many 2's here, 12. 5 over 12. That is 5 over 12. And second one, find the amount of water remaining in the tank is 350 liter. Find the total capacity of the tank. Then first day use 1/4 of water. Second day use up the 1/6 of water. They are asking total water as a fraction. So second one, if the amount of water remaining in the tank is 350 milliliter, find the total capacity of the tank. Remaining is equal how much then? This fraction is 5 over 12. Now remaining fraction equals 1 minus 5 over 12. And I ask you, when you are subtracting from 1, 12 over 12 minus 5 over 12. 12 subtract 5, 7 over 12 is the remaining fractions. Then they are asking here, the amount of water remaining in the tank is 350 milliliter. Find the total capacity. In this fraction, total capacity, I just do it here. T into 7 over 12. That is equal 350 milliliter. Neither. Why that? It means if you take 7 over 12 from the total amount, that is equal the remaining amount. Remaining is 350, liters. Not milliliters. $350 liters. Remaining amount. Then they are asking total amount. Total capacity equal borrow this 7 over 12 to other side. 350 into 7 below the line, 12 over the line. Divide by 7. 5, 0. 50 into 12, 0. 5 times 2, 10. 1 remainder. 5 times 1, 5 and 1, 6. How much? 600 liters. Hey Sean, can you understand this? Hey Sean? Yes. Right. Next, they are asking, write the amount of water used in the first day as a percentage. First day amount. Water used in first day. Third part. Okay? Water used in first day. How much that? 600 liter total amount. From that first day how much? 1/4 from that 1/4 equals 600 divided by 4, 150 liter. 150 liter used. Then as a percentage, then we can write this amount as a percent. It means 1 over 4 as a percentage per 100 into 100 ne. The 100%. It means divide by. That is how much here? 25. Eh?
ටීචර් මං ටවුන් ගියාද?
එහෙමද?
ටීචර් ඉවරද පාඩම?
නෑ පුතේ මේ පටන් ගත්ත විතරයි මේක.
නෑ ටීචර් ස්ක්වයර් රූට්
ස්ක්වයර් රූට් එකේ අද පටන් ගත්ත approximation method. we finished the අර මේ මොකද්ද prime factorization method and approximation just started.
ඕකේ ටීචර්.
Yamal is not there. But can I have the phone?
යොමල් නෑ.
Phone again. Today. Bring the phone. Okay, I will clear this now. Right. We'll go to the next one. Why I should say thank you? This is my phone. Go, will you? I'm here. Second question. Grand sale of furniture discounts up to 20%. The above information was mentioned on the notice. Oh, could they tell you?
ටීචර් here it's lightning. Lightning.
So what can we do then?
It's okay teacher. We'll do the class. වැඩි වුණොත් මං යන්න.
You can go to the classroom and watch. හරි?
හරි.
ඒක link එක දන්නවනේ යන්නනේ. ඒකට ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න. These days lightning is very strong. Here this one. Grand sale furniture. The above information was mentioned on the notice board on a certain furniture shop. If the market price is 100, what is the discount? So market price is 100, what is the discount they are asking? Just use this space also. Mark price is 100. Discount. Discount is 20%. Discount is given to this. Right? Grand sale furniture discount up to 20%. If it is 100, what is the discount? It's 20 rupees. If you buy something for 100 rupees, 20 rupees deduction is given. Then discount is how much here? R is 100 rupees. Second one. The mark price of an Almirah is 40,000. What is the selling price? Then we can write price of the Almirah is 40,000. Selling price. Equals into how much here? Selling price is 20%. 100 rupees one. Selling for 120. So we can find the selling price straightly. Yesterday I told you. Then simplify here. Then you can write how much here? 0, 0, 4 times 0, 4 times 2, 8, 4 times 1, 4. How much here? Selling price is 48,000. The buying price of an article shows 80,000. What is the mark price? Buying price is 80,000 rupees. Then they are asking what is the mark price? Right? the buying price of this one is 80,000 rupees. Then we have to get the mark price. Mark price is then now 100 rupees one, mark as 18. You know, we can write here selling price. Sorry, I just do it here. Mark price into 80 over 100 වලින් අපිට හම්බෙන්නේ buying price එක. එහෙනම් buying price is 80,000. හරි? Then selling price we have to find. selling price නෙමෙයි අපිට අහන්නේ. මොකක්ද අහන්නේ එතන? mark price අහන්නේ. mark කරලා තියෙන price එක. mark price equals equals 80,000 into 100 coming over the line and 80 goes below the line. Simplify. How much here? 1,000. 1,000 into 100 equals rupees. 100,000 rupees. Mark price is 100,000 rupees.
teacher මට ඒක තේරුන්නේ
First one and second one understood? පළවෙනි එක ඉඳන් ඈ
මුලින් පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්නකෝ
මුලින් ඉඳලම තේරුන්නේ නැද්ද?
ඔව් ටිකක්
හරි. මේ තියෙනවා grand sale of furniture discount up to 20%. Right? ඔන්න grand sale was there. ඒකේ mark කරලා තියෙනවා කොච්චරද grand sale of furniture discount up to 20%. The above information was mentioned in the notice board of a certain furniture shop. The mark price is 100 rupees. What is the discount? The mark කරලා තියෙනවා නම් 100 rupees mark කරලා තියෙනවා නම් 20% discount. Discount කියන්නේ අඩු කරලා දෙනවා කියන එකනේ. 100ට 20 discount දෙනවා කියන්නේ 100කට 20 අඩු කරන්නේ. එතකොට අහන්නේ 100 mark කරලා තියෙන එකට discount එක කීයද ඒතර මුදිත?
80
ඔව් 80ද 100 mark කරලා තියෙන එකට discount එක 20% කියන්නේ කීයද?
20 over 100
ඉතින් ඔව් 100 එකක් ඒකේ mark කරලා තියෙන රුපියල් 100යි නම් කීයද ඒගොල්ලෝ අඩු කරන්නේ?
රුපියල් 20ක්
20ක් නේ. එතකොට පළවෙනි එකේ answer එක 20 rupees. Second one. The mark price of an almirah. mark කියන්නේ ගහලා තියෙන මිල. හරි 40,000. Then mark price 40,000. 40,000. What is its selling price? විකුණුම් මිල. කීයද? දැන් පුතේ අපි මෙතන විකුණන්නේ රුපියල් 100ට තියෙනවා නම් හරි එතකොට දැන් මෙතන 100ක කීයටද මේගොල්ලෝ විකුණන්නේ මෙතන රුපියල් 20ක් අඩු කරපුවාම 100කට 20 rupees discount එකක් දෙනවනේ මේගොල්ලෝ නේද 100කට they are giving 20 rupees discount then how much for this 40,000 දැන් මෙතන මේගොල්ලෝ අහනවා mark price of an almirah is 40,000 what is the selling price කියලා selling price එක කීයද කියලා අහන්නේ. එතකොට how can we find the selling price? sorry මම එවලේ අර මේක එකතු කරලා හදලා තියෙන්නේ. කීයද?
is it 20 over 100 into 40,000 එහෙමනේ?
නෑනේ රුපියල් 100ක ඒගොල්ලෝ විකුණන්නේ කීයටද?
80ට
80ට විකුණනවා. මම කලින් ගාන මේ වරද්දලා තියෙන්නේ. මොකද්ද මේ කෙලින් මේක ප්‍රොෆිට් එක හොයලා තියෙන්නේ. ප්‍රොෆිට් එකක් දාලා. 80 එහෙනම් කීයද 40000 එකට? මේ තියෙන්නේ 0 0 0 8 times 4 how much here? 32,000 rupees. හරි? 32,000 rupees. මාක් කියන්නේ selling price එකයි අඩු කරලානේ දෙන්නේ ගහලා තියෙන්නේ 40,000. ඒගොල්ලෝ අඩු කරලානේ දෙන්නේ 20%. රුපියල් 100කට 100ක 80ට දෙනවා නම් 40,000 එක how much? Can you understand Mudita? 100 rupees one selling for 80 rupees. Then how much for 40,000 rupees one? Can you understand it?
ඊට එතකොට හොයන්න විදියක් ඇත්තෙම නැද්ද වෙන?
ඉතින් මේව තමයි හොයන්න තියෙන්නේ. Marked price.
ඉස්සර හෙව්වනේ 20 over 100 into 40,000 වගේ එහෙම.
ඒ අපි හෙව්වේ මොකද්ද ප්‍රොෆිට් එක දීලා තියෙන දැන් කලින් අපි දැම්මේ මොකද්ද? ඉස්සර අපි හෙව්වේ ප්‍රොෆිට් එකනේ හෙව්වේ කෙලින්ම. නේද? ලාභෙනේ දැන් අපි හිව්වොත් 20% ප්‍රොෆිට් දෙනවා. then මොකක් හරි එකක් selling කරනකොට. එතකොට ඒකට කීයද කියලානේ අපි එහෙම 100 into මේ 100 over 20 into 36,000 කියලා එහෙම ඇදුවේ. මොකක් හරි ලාභයක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒකට 120ක ලාභයක්. එතකොට profit එක we have found like that. But here not like this නේ. Then you are just go to a shop, right? Then in the bill එක ගහලා තියෙනවා 20 rupees කියලා. දැන් හැබැයි එයාලා නෑ 20 rupees නෙමෙයි 2000 rupees කියලා කියමු bill එක ගහලා තියෙන්නේ. එයාලා කියනවා අපි discount දෙනවා 20% කියලා. ඒතකොට එයාලා mark කරලා තියෙන්නේ 2000 rupees නේ. එයා ඒ bill එකට 20% discount දෙනවා කියන්නේ percentage per 100 giving 20. amount එක විතරක් හොයනවා නම් for 2000 how much කියලා හොයන්න පුළුවන්. හරි? දැන් ඔයාට මෙහෙම හදන්න බැරි නම් මම තව විදියක් කියලා දෙන්නම්. දැන් මෙතන තියෙන්නේ the mark price is 100. What is the discount they are asking? The mark price of an Almirah is 40,000. Selling price. Right? එතන බලන්න Almirah එක 100 rupees එකට how much they are giving? රුපියල් 100කට කොච්චර රුපියල් 100ක යා කීයටද විකුණන්නේ කියන්නකෝ?
80ට.
80ට. එහෙනම් රුපියල් 100කට 20ක් නේ දෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් ඔයා එහෙනම් ඉස්සරෝම හොයාගන්න 40,000 into 20 over 100. එතකොට මේ 0 0 0 8,000 නේ නේද? එහෙනම් මේ 40,000 එකට අඩු කරන්න කීයක්ද යාලා? අඩු කරන්න 80,000 නේ. එහෙනම් 40,000 වලින් 80,000 subtract කරන්න.
ඒක හදන ගමන් පේන්නේ නැහනේ.
ඈ?
ස්ක්‍රීන් එක මෙහාට ගිහිල්ලා තින්නේ.
ඒ කියන්නේ
දැන් හරි මං අදාගත්තා මගේ අවුල හරි හරි ටීචර්
කීයද එතකොට 80,000 subtract කරන්න කීයද 32,000 rupees ඉතින් මෙහෙම හොයන්නත් පුළුවන් හරි 100කට 20ක් දෙනවා නම් 40,000 වලට how much so that is 8,000 then 40,000 subtract 8,000 then මොකද selling price of this one එයා 40,000 කියලා බිල ගහලා තිබ්බට බිල් කරලා තිබ්බට that one selling it for how much 32,000 rupees කවුද Heshan understood this Heshan is not there in the class ne Heshan ne මේක තේරුණාද දැන් මුදිත?
ඔව් ටීචර්.
බොරුවට නෙමෙයිනේ නේ? then here මම ඔයාට නම් අර විදියට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ කියපු නිසායි මම මේම කියලා දුන්නේ. if 20% discount දෙනවා කිව්වනේ. එහෙනම් 40,000 rupees එකට how much we found it separately 8,000 rupees නේ. then 40,000 subtract 8,000 that is 32,000 rupees. Right? Then next, third part. The buying price of an article is 80,000. What is the mark price of this? I just use this space also.
ටීචර් එතකොටත් අර විදිහට පුළුවන් නේද?
ඈ?
එතකොටත් අර විදිහට පුළුවන් නේද?
නෑ මේක තියෙන්නේ පුතේ බයින් ප්‍රයිස් නේ එයාගේ ගත්ත මිල ගැනුම් මිල. එහෙනම් මාර්ක් ප්‍රයිස් එක දීලා නෑනේ. එහෙනම් මාර්ක් ප්‍රයිස්
එතකොට 20 over 100 into 80,000 දාලා ඒ එන ගාන ඇඩ් කරලා බැයිද?
ඔව් එහෙමත් පුළුවන්. හරි? ඔයාට දැන් අර විදිහට අමාරුයි නම් කෙලින්ම හොයන්න අමාරු නම් මාර්ක් ප්‍රයිස් එකෙන් 20 over 100 කියන්නේ කොච්චරද කියලා බලනවා 80,000 එකට. හරි? හැබැයි සාමාන්‍ය මෙහෙමනේ මාර්ක් ප්‍රයිස් එකෙන් අපි 100 එක 80 අඩු කරලා හොයන්නේ මේ කවුද මේ මුදිත තේරෙනවද?
ඔව්.
ඔව් ඒ කියන්නේ 100 එක අපි විකුණන්නේ 80 rupees වලට. then mark price into 80 over 100 equal 80,000. so mark price equal 80,000. මේක මේ පැත්තට යනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? 80 coming below the line, 100 coming over the line. Now simplify. මොකක්ද උනේ? 8. How much here? 100,000 rupees තමයි අරකේ මාක් කරලා තිබ්බේ. හරි? තව දෙයක් ඔයාට අමාරුයි නම් මේම කරන්න පුළුවන්. 80,000 into 20 over 100 නේ. එහෙම හදන්න බෑ. They haven't given that price නේ. Okay. This is the way you have to do it. මේක තේරුණාද?
ඔව් ටීචර්.
Yumal is there in the class, Mudita? නෑ නේද?
නෑ ටීචර්. I don't.
This one. To get the discount of 2,000, what should be? Talking about the discount. 2,000, what should be the mark price? They want to get a discount of 2,000. Then asking what should be the mark price. So how can we find this one? 2,000 have to divide by 20 and multiplied by 100. Ne? Then discount 20,000. So 2,000. Then we have to find the mark price. Equal. This is the discount. Discount amount has given. Then you have to divide this discount amount 20 and multiplied by 100. Mark price එක කීයද කියලා හොයන්න. Then divide this is by this. 100 නේ. 100 into 100 10,000 rupees. That is 10,000 rupees. ₹10,000. Finish, no? Next question. This one regarding the regarding this figure. A triangle and semicircle cut and removed from a rectangular metal sheet ABCD. What is the area of the semicircle? Putha, give me the phone. මේක හදාගන්න පුළුවන්ද මුදිත? එදා අපි හැදුවනේ නේද මේ ගණන්? මුදිත
ඔව් ටීචර් පුළුවන්.
මෙවන හදාගන්න පුළුවන් නේ? A
Hmm.
triangle and semicircle cut and removed from a rectangular metal sheet ABCD. Then what is the area of the semicircle? So you can find first part. I will start from here. Area of equals half pi r squared. Half into 22 over 7 into radius is here. Here to here length කීයද දීලා තියෙන්නේ? මම මෙතන ඔක්කොම කලර් මේව කරන්නේ wait. This is 14 එක වහලා දාලා. centimeter radius, diameter. If diameter is 14, radius how much? 14 divided by 2, 7. So we can write area of semicircle half pi r squared. So you can write half into 22 over 7 into radius 7 into 7. 11 into 11, 77 square centimeter. Second part of this, what is the area of the triangle? Area of triangle equal half into base A into perpendicular height. එහෙනම් half into base එක 14 නේ මෙයයි සමානයිනේ. 14 into height එක මෙතන ඉඳන් මෙතෙන්ට 10 square centimeter. 7 times 10, 70 square centimeter. What is the area of the shaded region? Then shaded region equal equals මෙන්න මේ ඔක්කොම rectangular part එකෙන් area of rectangle minus මෙන්න මේ semicircle එකයි triangle එකයි අඩු කරනවා නේ compound figure. So we can write rectangle is here to here 9, here to here 10. 19 centimeter into 14 centimeter minus මේ දෙක add කරපුවම කීයද බලන්න 77 plus 70 square centimeter. 19 into 14 kiyada? 4 times 9, 36, 3 remainder. 4 times 1, 4 and 3, 7. 9, 1. 6, 9 and 7, 7 and 9, 16. 1 remainder, 2. 266. 70 and 70, 140, 147. Subtract करंडे. 16 subtract 7, 9. 5 subtract 4, 1. 2 subtract 1, 1. 119 square centimeter. ඒක තේරුණාද? මුදිත?
ඔව්.
Okay, I will clear this. Clear කරන්නද? Okay, ne? Right.
teacher.
We are going to next part. This is about the graphs. We have done the graphs. Ne? Try the equations of straight line AB. Then matak karagana, how can we write this straight line? We know the formula y equal mx plus c, right? You have to find the gradient, you have to find the intercepts, and then you can find the equations for the straight line. I just start to do it here. Fourth one, write the equations for the straight line. Here, what is the m here? Intercept. Intercept is mean the where y-axis is cut in this one. The c equal, that is called the c. Then interception of this is what? 6. And the gradient m equal, we have learned, what is that? y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2. M equals here, this point. We can take here, this is I just take here, x1, x value is here 0. x1, y2, y1 is 6. Here I just take here, this point, x2 as 2, read it. And the y2 equals, y value is 0. Now we can use this to find this interception. That y2 minus y1. Sorry, y1 minus y2. y1 is 6. y2 is 0. Divide by x1 is how much here? 0. x2 is here 2. Then m equals 6 divided by minus 2. M equals how much here? Minus 3. Then now you use y equals mx plus c. Y equals, substitute the m. M is the gradient. Minus 3x plus intercept is c. C is how much here? 6. Minus 3x plus 6. This is the formula for this. Equation for this. Vidita, can you remember?
Oh, teacher. Matakai.
Come on, second one. Can the point 0, 6 lie on the straight line y equal minus 3x plus 6? Can the point, this thing, we have got here y equals 2x plus 5. And they are asking, sorry, make a mix. Write the equations of line which is parallel to y 2x plus 3. Make it a parallel line. මේක ලියන්න parallel නම් පුතේ අපි වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ මේක 2x කියන එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ මේක වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන් only intercept එක intercept may be you can add another 2 or 3 and it's some parallel to that and now we can write y equals 2x plus for the interception I will add another 2 even 1 you can add 2x plus 4 hari y equals 2x plus 5. Any of this, right? We accept change in the 2x. Parallel line. Intercept එක පහ කියලා තියෙන මෙතන. Sorry, 5 තියෙනවා නම් පුතේ අනිවාර්යෙන් we have to take this one. If they haven't given any of this without changing 2x, you will write 5 කියලා දාලා තියෙන්නේ. So, you have to write here, this is the answer. Y equal to x plus 5. Next one. My battery low. Next one. Here put this one, y equal 2x plus 5. Third one. Can the point 0, 6 lie on the straight line y equal minus 3x plus 6? Yes, can it? Whether intersection is here 6. Later give it, now don't. Here, then we can write what is here? Y equals minus 3x plus 6. So we can write here, it can be neither. It can lie here. Why is that? Intersection is plus 6. Plus 6 is here. The line y minus 3x. Yeah, 0, 6 can lie. 0, 6 is mean. This is x-axis 0, y-axis 6. This is x-axis. This is y value. What is the gradient of the straight line 2x gradient? Fourth one. Ekanandem padang 2y equal 3x plus y. We have to arrange this one in y equal mx plus c manner. This is by 2, this is by 2, this is by 2. Then y equals 3 second x plus, they have given the formula like this is like y equals mx plus c. So 2y equals 3x plus 5 and this is divided by 2, this is divided by 2, this is divided by 2. Y equals 3 second x plus 5 divided by 2, 2.5. So you can write here in here gradient m and this is the intercept c. And m equals 3 over 2, it's mean 1.5 and the intercept c equals 2.5. They are asking only the gradient. Gradient is 3 over 2. Can you understand it? You can understand it easily.
Teacher time එක ඉක්මනට යනවානේ.
Where is soft paper? Here. All right, we found it. Here then, you can see in this one, probably I will explain. You use your mathematical instrument box and start to do it at home. Construct the triangle ABC with AB 3 centimeter. Let's image I have a pair of compass, right? Then I will draw like this. Construct AB with 3 centimeter. This is A, this is B. And BC 8 centimeter. Then how to do? Then you have to take 8 centimeter to a pair of compass and you can draw an arc like this. Keep the vertex of keep the point of the pair of compass here and you can draw a 8 centimeter arc like this. Now ABC angle 60. ABC 60. So you know how to draw an angle of 60. First you have to take the pair of compass and keep the point here, draw an arc. Without changing the distance, keep the point here and cross the arc. Now you can join. While you are joining, you will meet it here. That point is the vertex of C. Now you can join this all. The vertex C and this A you can join. This is the triangle then. Then draw AD parallel to BC through A. AD, we have to draw a AD parallel to BC. Then you can draw a parallel line to this one. Then it should goes to this, goes parallel to the BC, this line. You can construct a parallel line to BC. Then construct the perpendicular bisector of AC. Perpendicular bisectors mean AC perpendicular bisector. You have to take the pair of compass. Line bisect then here you can keep the pair of compass here and draw an arc. Then to this side also draw an arc. Now keep the pair of compass here and draw an arc to this side and this side. Then you can join this line. This is the parallel line. A bisect of AC අහලා තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි මෙයාලා bisect එක ඇඳලා තියෙන්නේ BC. angle එකක් නෙමෙයිනේ AC. This is the perpendicular bisector of this AC side. Side එකේ bisect එක. අපි class එක පටන් ගත්තාම දවසක් දාලා මේක වෙනම කරනවා. Line bisectors, angle bisectors, angle bisect එකක් නම් කරන්න කියලානේ angle bisect එකක් කරනවා නම් පුතේ මෙහෙම pair of compass එක මෙතන point එකේ තියලා මෙහෙම draw an arc, keep the point here, draw an arc, keep the point here, draw an arc. This is the angle bisector. Hari? This way. So I think you can, if you can, you do it at home. If not, don't do. I will just do. That is after the class start. And this we are going to do this one. We have done this lesson in the class. The following information about number of sticks of a facet of a certain types of incense sticks. Number of sticks X, number of facets F, total number of sticks 10. 8 times 2, you can complete like this. For that also given the marks. 8 times 2, 16 and 9 times 3, 27. 4 times 10, 40 here. Here 5, 11 times 5, 55. And 7 times 12. 84 and 4 times 13 4 times 3 12 1 remaining 4 and 1 5 52 and here 2 times 14 28 15 times 2 30 16 times 1 16. Like this you can complete. Then we have complete the fx column. Here then we can add this and write sigma f is 30. Method total like 2 and 3, 5 and 4, 9 and 5, 14 and 7, 21 and 4, 25 and 2, 27 and 3, 30. And here sigma fx equals, when we add this all, that your answer is 348. We have complete the fx column also. Did you finish complete it? I will clear now this one. You have complete. Right. What is the total number of facets? Total number of facets we can find like this altogether. We have got here 30. That is the total number of facets, 30. Calculate the mean number. Mean number we can get sigma fx, mean number. Sigma fx divided by sigma f. We can get the mean number. Fx is 30. 30 නෙමෙයි අපිට f6 කියලා 348 divided by 30. How much is that? Here decimal place. Before remove this 0, decimal place. 34 divided by 3. 1413. Remaining 1, 11.6. Mudita, can you understand that sum? Hey, Shan?
Oh, teacher.
Hari. Then we have finished the second part. Next day, tomorrow I will send you another paper. What is the time? We have time. So I am
Madam,
going
මට හෙට ක්ලාස් එකක් තියෙනවානේ මට හැමදාම කරන ක්ලාස් එක.
here තියෙන්නේ.
6 ඉඳන් 9 වෙනකන් තියෙනවා.
6 to 9 ද. එන අපිට time එකක් නැහැ නිදා ගන්න.
Teacher 9 to 10.
මට නම් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. ඉතින් ඔයාලට පුළුවන් නම්.
මැඩම් ඒ වෙලාවට කරමු.
හරි නම් 9 o'clock එවන්න link එක. Then I also can restfully do the class. Hari. I am going to put a little bit, I told every day I am doing a small topic. I am just going to explain you a little bit about the prime factorization method of square root. Very simple way of doing the paper. Wait. I just take the whiteboard now. Now tell me, what is the square root of this number?
X.
Yeah. Then now tell me square root of what is the value for this one? What is the square root of this one?
2 into x to the power 3 into y එක නම් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ.
Sorry, y to the power මෙතන දාන්න වෙන්නේ even number එක. Y to the power 8.
y to the power 4.
This way you have to find like this. Then now if you are finding square root of a number like this, 225. So how can you find the square root of this? Prime factorization method. Divide this is by 2. Sorry, the smallest prime number
15.
divisible 3. Then you can divide this one. 15. I have got 15. Then අපි හිතමු අපි දන්නේ නැති සංඛ්‍යාවක් කියලා. Right? Then during that time, first divide by 3. Right? Then how many 3s? 75. Again by 3. 25. Again by 5. Again by 5. Then 225 square root equals, take this 2. Couple of 3, 1 3 from this, couple of 5, 1 5 from this. 3 into 5, 15. Then you can follow this way. Then this one already known. Unknown number we'll find like this. Like 729. So 729 first divide by the smallest prime number divisible by 3. How many 3's? 2, 12, 4, 3. Then again divide by smallest number 3, 81. Again divide by 3, 27. Again divide by 3, 9. Again divide by 3, 3. Again divide by 3, 1. Now couple this. For one pair, 1, 1, 1. Then 729 square root equals 3 into 3 into 3, 27. You can understand this way.
ඔව් ටීචර්.
Other කරේ ඔය ටික. Then next day we are doing approximation. ඊට පස්සේ square root method. If you can't understand, then you can go through the video of that long division method and the approximation method. Right? If not, if you have time, you can connect the class, right?
ඕකේ ටීචර්. ටීචර් මට ලින්ක් එක දාන්න. ගෲප්
හරි.
එකට දාන්න.
නෑ මම group එකට දැම්මේ link එක. Right? Because then all the peoples can participate නේ. I think cyclic quadrilaterals we have talked about this one. What we talk about that day, if the line goes to the center, this is a semicircle. Ne? If a triangle subtended here, what can you say the values of this?
90.
Yes, even to this side, the other side, this is 90. If you draw a triangles like this is the major arc and the minor arc. What can you say about these angles?
Equal to each other.
Yes, they are equal. But if we draw like this, sorry, this angle are equal, right? You are when equal, not to this. This is x, this is also x, this is also x, this is also x, this is y, this is y. Then we have learned this one when we are doing the class that day. We talk about that. And another thing we have learned that like 10% විතර මේ වගේන් තියෙනවා මේ theorems වලින්. So you have to remind this always and do the sums relevant to that. මම paper එකක් දාන්නම් මේකෙන්. This is the center. නෑ කමන්න මේක උට මතක් කරගෙන යන්න. මොකද හෙට මම ටික priority මේකට දීලා මේ paper එක දාන්නේ. So what can you say about this? This is x. So what can you say about this one?
2x.
This is 2x. What is the theorem? Can you say the theorem?
The angle subtended on the center is equal to the twice of the angle subtended on the remaining part of the circle.
වැරදි.
වැරදි?
Angle subtended on the circumference equal twice the angle subtended on the center. ඔයා කිව්වේ center එකට center equals twice කියලා කිව්වේ නෑනේ.
Twice කිව්වා.
කිව්වද? ඒක පටල ගන්න එපා. Angle subtended on the circumference equals twice the angle subtended on the center of the circle. හරි මේ මොන විදියකට කියන්නේ ඒක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. හරි? name the angle which is the arc of the circle subtended at the center is equal to twice the angle subtended any point of the remaining part. ඒ විදිහට ගන්න පුළුවන්. හරි දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මම මේකෙත් එක එක අවස්ථා කියලා දුන්නානේ. Some children's that a monkey if it is a semicircle. ඔන්න ඔයගේ තැන් එක තමයි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඔයගොල්ලෝ ප්‍රශ්න හදාගන්නේ. මෙහෙම එකක් දෙනවා. දැන් අපි අර semicircle එක තියෙන විදිහේ angle එක තමයි මේ කතා කරන්නේ. ඒකදී make a straight line එකක්. This is the diameter of this one. So look at if this is 90 මෙයා twice නේද මේ පැත්තට?
ඔව් teacher.
then if it is like this ඒකෙම අනිත් instance එක මෙන්න මේ මේක හරියට වෙන් කරලා දැනගන්න එක ගොඩක් important. then බැරි වෙලාවත් if it is like this is the center. මේ center එක we are drawing a reflex angle like this. This is the angle subtended at the circumference. If this is, sometimes they are asking us to find if this is 113. We have to find the x here. And after that, they are asking us to find this value also. So what can you say the value of the x here? අපේ තියරම් එකට අදාළ ඇන්ගල් එක වෙන්නේ මෙයයි මෙයයි නේද? එහෙනම් මේකේ වෙනස තියෙන්නේ this is a reflex angle. හරි? මේක obtuse, මේක straight, මේක ඇවිල්ලා reflex. එහෙනම් මෙතෙන්දී x එක හොයන්නේ කොහොමද? x equals 130 into 2 නේද? මොකද?
ඔව් නේ teacher.
ඔව් නේ නෙමෙයි. ඔව්. හරිද? මේ දැන් මෙතන වෙලා තියෙන ඇන්ගල් එක මේ පැත්තට මෙහෙම බෙන්ඩ් වෙලා මේක රිෆ්ලෙක්ස් එකක්. So here 226. Right? Then when you are doing like this you have to think මේ විදිහටම දෙන්නේ නැහැ. Sometimes like this. Sometimes like this. So then you must know this is the theorem this is the thing you ඔයගොල්ලන්ට වෙන් කරලා හඳුනා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕන. Kavindu, can you understand it?
Yes madam.
Right. මම මේකෙන් circles වලින් මේ paper එකක් හෙට දාන්නම්. ඒක කරමු. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කරලා තියෙන හින්දා. So the angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Hari, don't forget that one. Angle in a semicircle is a right angle. And the other thing, when we talk about the angles, angles standing on the same arc of the circle and the same segment are equal කියලා එකක් අපි කතා කරා. ඒතර ඒක කලින් කිව්වා. එතකොට ඒක එක එක විදියට වෙනස් කරලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්, but you must be creative to understand that one. හරි? Okay, then I will finish the class now.
teacher.
Tomorrow we have to do the class around 9 o'clock, right?
teacher මාල්ට පුළුවන් ද දන්නේ?
යමාල්ට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ නේ. ගලමු.